I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it, dude. No. I feel like you guys just want me to be up here just to be like a clown, like doing whatever you say. I'm not into it. I don't want to wear it. 3,000? All right, fine. What's up, guys? I just got out for $3,000 in a pay raise, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on, okay? Here you go. You happy? It's a fanny pack. You can't even see it in the camera, but whatever. Pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna actually wear it. What's up, humans? I'm Luke Koska, AdLeaks Director of Visual Marketing. Welcome to AdLeaks TV episode 30. Anyway, every week on AdLeaks TV, we share the latest online marketing tips and tricks from our exclusive Facebook groups. You can use these tips to create better ad campaigns, convert more traffic, and generally make your business better. We get our info directly from AdLeaks members and contributors. AdLeaks is a community of digital marketers, agency owners, and entrepreneurs who know how to scale and spur growth. For all AdLeaks knowledge and more, go to joinadleaks.com now and sign up. You'll get way more than just expert knowledge. There's also exclusive deals on useful tools and systems, and a bunch of other perks too. Before we look at some clips, don't forget to follow AdLeaks on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and even TikTok. There's lots of new content coming out all the time, and it would be a shame if you missed any of it. Now watch this. We're kicking off our featured videos this week with a new post from OG AdLeaker and Unicorn Innovations president Maxwell Finn. Maxwell shared how his team is using video pull conversion ads to quadruple link click-through rates. The whole video is less than 10 minutes, and by the end, you'll be a video pull expert. Let's hear a little bit from Maxwell.
The downside to it is the objectives you could use weren't that useful for direct response. It was great for top of funnel stuff. Facebook's changed that. So now you can actually use conversion objectives with poll ads, and we've started testing this in our political ad accounts, and we've seen some really good results using that, mainly because we've been able to kind of triple or quadruple our link click-through rates, which is really important, especially right now going into Q4 where you're dealing with so much increased competition, you're dealing with higher CPMs. If you have a tool that allows you to increase that click-through rate, even if your CPMs are going up 25%, but you can increase your CTRs 100%, that's a great place to be, right? So you'll see these two campaigns here, poll test. And again, these aren't massive budgets, so we're still early in this. It's only been, I think, maybe probably 10 to 15,000 in total spend on these poll campaigns. But the results are pretty noticeable. And you'll see the biggest kind of most noticeable results are on this link click-through rate that you'll see right here. So you'll see like last 30 days, the account average link CTR is around 2.14%. What you'll see with these two campaigns is that the link CTR is over 8%. So 24 characters in total to put in there. The question, you have a pretty decent length there. And then the big deal here is this, the URLs at the destinations where people can go.
Yes, sir, that's the stuff. Thanks, Maxwell. Next on the docket today, Jared Warner is back with the latest post on his LinkedIn messaging series. This week, Jared explains how you can set appointments for your agency through LinkedIn with a drag and drop appointment setting system in WeConnect. Jared's video is only 2 minutes, so let's watch the whole thing.
Don't give away too much info. All right, so when you're doing direct outreach campaigns, you're going to get a ton of people that just say, hey, this sounds great. Can I get more information? When that happens, it's best to just drop a link to a calendar and just say, hey, we'd love to share it with you on a quick call. Find a time that works for you here. Boom, just drop a quick link and call it a day. Mark those people. Like I said in my last video, or one of the last videos, depending on if you watched it, was to mark them as a hot lead, not booked. So you would mark them as a hot lead. They haven't booked a call yet, but try to get them to book a call right away, rather than sending them this long, VSL and all this stuff where you're trying to explain your process and all that. Do that on the call. Get them on a call. Just get on the freaking call. So I've made this mistake myself a lot, because you wanted to run them through a qualification process. You want to make sure they're a fit. You want to make them jump through hoops. And, you can do that to a certain extent. If you're trying to serve like a super micro targeted niche within a niche, go ahead and do that. Send them through a conditional logic survey, filter them out, filter them in based on, whatever criteria you want to use. But ultimately, don't just throw a ton of info. I've made that mistake. We built campaigns around that were not as successful as they could have been if we would have just gotten straight to the point and said, hey, I'd love to run you through it. Let's see if we're a fit. Find a time that works for you. Book a call here. So the moral of the story is less is more when you're doing direct outreach. If they've shown interest, make them take the next step and find a time on your calendar or your client's calendar, whatever it is. Get them on the call. Move on to the next part. All right, see you on the next video.
Well done, Jared. Thank you. If you haven't watched Jared's other videos on leveraging LinkedIn, stop by the Knowledge Units section of your AdLeaks group and check out the LinkedIn section. Next up, Jared Warner has a new video on converting leads that show interest during a campaign but fail to take the next step. The video is under 5 minutes and Jared explains how to track, interact with, and close these leads. Take it away, Jared.
We call these hot leads not booked. So they showed some level of interest. So whether it's a cold email campaign and they said, hey, this sounds great, I'd love to chat. You reply back with a calendar link to book a call. They haven't booked a call. Why? Who knows? So you can address this in a couple of different ways. So if they are a industry that often uses their cell phone, you can reply with, or you can take the channel from email to SMS, and you can send a quick 9-word email or 9-word text message rather, or email, like with the, hey, first name, are you still interested in offer? But you can get more creative than that. And so that's what I want to show you, is getting more creative. Now, this is a campaign suggestion from Lemlist, and we have tried it not exactly like this. We tried it with the owner pointing over at a logo with their business logo with a plus, and then it can auto fill in their first name by using the first name tag. And I'm going to put a link to this in this video. So it'll have your logo, the plus sign, and their first name. That seems to work really well. So we're going to do some more extensive testing on it. We only did like a very small list of it, and it was 2 warm leads. But you've got to come up with ways that you can move the people that are warm leads off the fence and move them onto whatever your next step is. So in this case, we're booking calls, getting people on a call. Like, hey, you showed interest for some reason, we haven't connected, let's connect.
Finally, Gil David is back this week with an update on Facebook's click attribution. As you may have heard from your Facebook rep, 28-day attribution is being phased out of advertiser accounts. This is a huge change, and Gil has everything you need to know in this new video, including how to get around it if you need to. Here's a clip.
So upcoming digital privacy initiatives affecting multiple browsers will limit business ability to measure interactions, etc., etc. Among those limitations is the ability for businesses to attribute conversion events back to an ad over longer attribution windows. Because we know, Safari, Apple are always doing stuff to try and block pixels and tracking. Chrome are getting, I think it's next year or early the year after, that Chrome is getting rid of all third-party cookies. The way you can see the different attribution windows, if you go into custom column setup, okay, and then hit customize here, and then it's this section here, which a lot of people miss. So all you do is click edit, and then you're going to want to see, this isn't affecting view attribution, so what you're really going to want to look at is, you can look at one-day click as well if you want to compare the windows, but the real difference you're going to want to see is from 7 days to 28 days, so you're going to want to select those two. And I've already got that applied, so don't need that.
Thanks, Gil. Again, this is big news, so watch the whole video if you're worried about how this attribution will change your campaign tracking. Our throwback post this week is another look at the automated rules for Tim Burd and Revealbot's sneak attack method, courtesy of Alessandro Gargiulo. Alessandro's version of the sneak attack has a few unique tweaks that are specific to his e-commerce campaigns. And when he posted this last year, Alessandro was getting 22 times ROAS with $60 average order value. That post is linked with Unit 9 of your AdLeaks Facebook group's knowledge section, titled Automated Rules. And speaking of rules, that's our time for AdLeaks TV episode 30. Once again, thanks to our contributors this week and all of AdLeaks members. We couldn't do it and wouldn't do it without you. My name's Luke Koska. Thanks for watching AdLeaks TV.